हेलो एवरीवन। तो आमर काली माने 8/12/2024 आमर AEE सिविल जो 2023 बाहर तार एग्जाम है। तो ये तार क्वेश्चन आउ सॉल्यूशन। तो एक्सपेक्टेड कट ऑफ जदि आम कह जेहेतु पोस्ट अच्छे जमा 63टा एक्सपेक्टेड कट ऑफ भी टिके हाई जीवो। तो 70 ରୁ 80 सेफ स्कोर बोली जनरल पिला मानिया पड़ो आमको। ठीक अच्छे। तो स्टार्ट करवा आ मेकानिक्स अधिक क्वेश्चन था। क्वेश्चन लेवल जब कह इजी टू मॉडरेट बोली कह बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन था कन्फ्यूजिंग, बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन टी टफ थिला, कैलकुलेटिव थिला, आ बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन इजी भी थिला, माने डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन थिला। तो स्टार्ट करिया। व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द कंडीशन ऑफ द थ्री फोर्स थ्योरम इन मैकेनिक्स? ऑप्शन डी, द फोर सिस्टम शुड equilibrium, coplanar, concurrent or parallel. Then question number 2, D'Alembert principle used for which of the following? Change dynamic problem into static problem. Free body diagram. What is free body diagram? So free body diagram, it is a sketch of an isolated body that shows external forces of the body and reaction forces. Option C. Then in a roof supporting truss, load is transmitted when first to truss then joined through purlin. मन कर जो एटा हला हमर ट्रस, तो फास्ट हमर ए जो ट्रस को आसीबो, ए जो ट्रस को लोड आसीबो, ए ट्रस रु जीवो ए पर्लिन मान को केमे जीवो ना ए जॉइंट थ्रू रे पर्लिन मान को जीवो। देन फाइंड द फोर्स इन मेंबर आरक्यू। आरक्यू रे फोर्स केते हो ना 1090 कैलकुलेट करले बाहर जीवो। Whenever distributed loading acts perpendicular to an area, its intensity varies linearly. जोटा shear force बोली कहूचे। Then calculation of moment of body due to loading involve quantity is called moment of inertia. What is the parallel axis theorem and whom it is applied? Theorem used to add the two mutually perpendicular moment of inertia for areas. Option A, change in momentum of an object is equal to impulse. When the motion of the body is confined to only one plane and the motion is said to be plane motion, void receives the volume of void to volume of solid. Easy question. Then a question टी भूल थिला, मतलब होची the relationship between porosity n and void ratio E, एटा n is equal to E by 1 plus E होबो। ऑप्शन डी मोस्ट प्रोबेबली मतलब होची ठीक होबो। बाकी देखा जाओ ओपीएससी कौन आंसर दबो। द रेशियो ऑफ लिक्विड लिमिट माइनस प्लास्टिक लिमिट, सॉरी लिक्विड लिमिट माइनस नेचुरल वाटर कंटेंट डिवाइड बाय प्लास्टिक लिमिट। तो यहाँ हूँ कंसिस्टेंसी इंडेक्स फॉर्मूला। व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टर्म यूज्ड इन इंडिकेट ग्रेन साइज? ग्रेन साइज आम ग्रावेल, सैंड और सिल्ट, ऑल द अबव। तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, द टाइप ऑफ ट्रायंगल यूज्ड इन टेक्सचरल क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सॉइल, एचआरबी क्लासिफिकेशन जोटा आम कहूँ से कौन ना इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल। Dash is law valid for laminar flow only. The study of seepage of water through the soil is important for which of the following? Seepage of water टा कहाँ पाई important? ना कोई जिनसों पाई हमें को purpose पाई हमें करूँचे ना drainage of soil, stability of slope, ground water flow towards well, ये सब जिनसों पाई हमें seepage टा को study करूँचे। Then what is the effect of adsorbed water in the permeability? It reduces the pore size. Option D. The seepage pressure always act in direction of flow. A clay is not said to be dash if it has been subjected to pressure in excess of its present overburden pressure. ମାନେ ଏଇଟା କହୁଛି ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ କଣ୍ଡିସନ୍। ଏଇଟା ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଯେଉଁ ଅଛି ଯଦି ନଟ୍ ଲେଖା ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ତାହେଲେ ଏଇଟା ଥାନ୍ତା ଆମର ଓଭଲ୍ କନସୋଲିଡେଟେଡ୍ ଓ ପ୍ରି କନସୋଲିଡେଟେଡ୍ ଓ ପ୍ରି କମ୍ପ୍ରେସ୍ଡ, ମାନେ ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ଟର୍ମ ଗୋଟିଏ। ତ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ ହେଉଛି ନନ୍, ଆମର ନନ୍ ଯଦି କହିବା ତାହେଲେ ଅପସନ୍ ଏ ହେଉଛି ଆମର ଆନ୍ସର୍, normally consolidated. Then which of the following is a statically determinate structure? तो डबल ओवरहैंग बीम होचे हमर स्टैटिकली डिटरमिनेट स्ट्रक्चर, टू हिंज आर्च, फिक्स्ड बीम, कंटीन्यूअस बीम, एमान होचे हमर कोन ना स्टैटिकली डिटरमिनेट स्ट्रक्चर सॉरी स्टैटिकली इनडिटरमिनेट स्ट्रक्चर। कैलकुलेट द फोर्स इन मेंबर बीसी, बीसी रे फोर्स केते होबा ना 0 फोर्स मोरटा, ठीक अछि कोन पे ना ए जो बीसी सीडी ए दिरे 0 फोर्स मेंबर हेबे। Why the base plate is provided in short roof truss as provision for temperature related expansion and contraction. Calculate the kinematic indeterminacy of the pin jointed plane. Pin jointed plane frame by a kinematic indeterminacy is 2j minus r. The 13. Which of the following is place false for deflection of a point nearby fixed support? Displacement as well as slope is non-zero. कारण आम जाने फिक्स एंड आमर डिफ्लेक्शन 0 आउ स्लोप 0। नेक्स्ट द बीम shown in figure carries a load of 20 kN and 40 kN at points A and D respectively, produces a deflection of 6 mm at point E to produce a deflection at 8 mm and 5 mm at C and D। तो केमती कैलकुलेट करिया ना जति लोड पड़ी इंटू केते डिफ्लेक्शन से बाहर कले हमरो जो 6 mm केते डिफ्लेक्शन ना 60 kN। When the structural member of the uniform section is subjected to a moment of at one end only, then the moment required so as to rotate that end to produce a unit slope is called stiffness of member. Then which of the following is analysis force method? फोर्स मेथड कॉलम एनालिसिस मेथडटा होचे फोर्स मेथड, बाकी जोड़ा अच्छे आमर स्टिफनेस मेथड। टू ड्रॉ क्वालिटेटिव आईएलडी डायग्राम which concept is based on ना Muller-Vassler principle. Which of the following statically determinate structure? Double overhanging beam is statical determinate structure. एटा सेकेंड टाइम रिपीट है। हाइड्रेशन ऑफ सीमेंट इज केमिकल रिएक्शन विथ water. Which of the following is used in sewage and water treatment plant? Sulfate resisting cement. How many layers of concrete are needed to fill a slump cone? 3 layers by height. Then discontinuity is which of the following cross stone, gravel, ordinary stone, sand are example of which type of rock? Both normal weight and heavy weight aggregate. Which of the following increases the workability of concrete? Increase in size of aggregate increases the workability of concrete. How is creep related to strength of concrete? Inversely proportional. Is in directly proportional 1 by 1 plus theta. तो theta होची creep strength, तो theta सहित concrete strength inversely proportional. creep जते कम कम जो concrete strength जते बढ़ी बढ़ी जीवो. Which of the following is a discontinuity that occur during casting of molten metal and caused by splashing, surging and interrupted pouring? Cold shot ताको कहते. Which of the following region absorb less radiation and transmit more during radiography test? Low density zone. Which of the following is used to test standard consistency of cement? Vicat apparatus. Thickened part of flat slab over its supporting column is technically known as drop panel. Which of the following is the property of high carbon steel? Reduced ductility. Which of the following relation is correct? Design strength is equal to ultimate strength by partial factor of safety. Which of the following is true about bracket connection? Option D, more rigidity than any other connection. Which of the following is not an assumption of first order elastic analysis of rigid jointed frame? Member is instability effect cannot be ignored. In which of the following cases pin connection are not used? Tall building ने pin connection हमारे यूज हुए नहीं. Then, which of the following is true about torsional buckling? Standard hot rolled safe are not susceptible to torsional buckling. Which of the following is true about beam and column? Member subjected to axial force and bending moment is true about beam column. At a higher shear location in the grider wave, principal plane will be inclined to longitudinal axis or longitudinal member. Which of the following is not true? Optimum bending resistance, beam material should be nearer to neutral axis. This is false. In a stress tensor, each stress component it is represented by both magnitude and direction. At a point, there are only two shear stresses. Mohr circle represent the state of stress at a point in an oblique plane. Then determine the principal normal stress and shear stress. तो देइछि हम सिग्मा एक्स देइछि 240 सिग्मा वाई माइनस 30 टाउ देइछि 50 तो आम पकई दे पारे कौन सिग्मा एक्स माइनस सिग्मा वाई बाई 2 रूट स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ सिग्मा एक्स प्लस सिग्मा वाई बाई 2 प्लस टाउ एक्स स्क्वायर रूट ओवर करदेले आम बाहर जीव कौन ना आमर प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेस केते प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेन केते ऑप्शन सी करेक्ट आंसर. Then which of the following subjected to when a component is subjected to axial stress, the normal stress sigma n is maximum if cos theta is maximum and always 1 and 3. Then Poisson's ratio is lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Elongation of a bar uniform cross section of length L due to its own weight W is WL by 2E. Which of the following material is more elastic? Steel. Poisson's ratio of rubber is high, but steel elongation रे हम कहबा steel more elastic. The length of a wire is increased by 1 mm on the application of certain load in a wire of the same material but of twice the length and half the radius. The same force will be produced an elongation of 0.5 mm. आमे ताकू del L is equal to PL by AE वाला फॉर्मूला पकेइके आमे ताकू बाहर कर परिबा. When the mild steel is subjected to tensile load, its fracture conform to cup and cone shape. The compressible flow is assumed to be isentropic only. Open channel flow takes place on a free space. Froude number depends on flow velocity, external field and characteristic length. The pressure at any given point of non-moving fluid is called the hydrostatic pressure. The hydraulic press has a ram of 30 cm diameter and a plunger of 2 cm diameter. It is used for lifting a weight of 35 kg. Find the force required in the plunger. एटा होचे पास्कल लॉ पड़िबो पास्कल लॉ पकेई बाहर करिया हमें आंसर है केते 155.5. Then calculate the hydrostatic pressure for water moving with a constant velocity at a depth of 5 meter from the surface. 49 kg per meter square. कौन केन बाहर rho gh p is equal to rho gh. Determine the minimum size of glass tube that can be used to measure water level in the capillary rise in a tube restricted to 5 mm. Consider the surface tension of water is 0.073 Newton per meter. आम कौन बाहर करें 4 सिग्मा बाई डी रु बाहर करवा 5.95 बाहर. For a liquid fluids will capillary rise or fall, increase or decrease with rise in temperature, decreases. The temperature rise तो आमर capillary rise टा decrease हम. What is the principal cause action buoyant force? Displacement of fluid due to submerged body. Total length for a total head loss for a system is equal to height difference of the reservoir. Which is the following is the other name of perennial irrigation system. Perennial irrigation system ର ଆଉ କ'ଣ ନେମ୍ ଅଛି ନା କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ ଇରିଗେସନ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ତାକୁ କହନ୍ତି, ଯେଉଁଥିରେ ଆମେ ଅଲ୍ ଦ ଇୟର୍ ଆମେ ଇରିଗେସନ୍ ସପ୍ଲାଏ କରିପାରିବା. Which of the following is type of irrigation method used in artificial rain to irrigate the land? Sprinkler irrigation method. Which of the following canal act as a irrigation canal as well as feeder canal? Carrier canal. Which of the following characteristic is wrong about extensive irrigation? Wrong. Wrong could have the crop production will be minimal per unit of available water. आम अल्प वाटर अधिका चाष करवा से कहे एक्सटेंसिव इरिगेशन कौटा नुह तो बीटा नुह आउ ड्यू टू इनएडिक्वेट ड्रेनेज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फैक्टर कॉजेस वाटर लॉगिंग विथ कांस्टेंट परकोलेशन. इनएडिक्वेट सरफेस ड्रेनेज. In a lined canal carrying discharge of 400 cubic, slope 1 in 6000, take side slope as 1:1, rigidity constant is 0.012, applying Manning rule बाहर कर पाएगा total depth 6.25 meter and bed width 14.4 meter. यहाँ पे हम कैलकुलेट दरकार तो से एक क्वेश्चन को स्किप करिया बेटर हम. What type of major dangers can the lining canal extinguish? Seepage loss. The safety of hydraulic structure founded on a pervious foundation can be ensured by provision of sufficient length of its concrete floor, providing sufficient depth the concrete floor, provision of downstream cutoff of some reasonable depth. All three. What is the main difference between dam and a weir? Height and duration of storage. Then, which of the following is not limitation of creep theory? Only nominal floor thickness is required on the upstream side so as to resist the water. Which of the following type of road are most preferred in a highway? Bituminous road. The vertical alignment of highway include design of valley curves and gradients. The extra width of pavement is provided on horizontal curve. Transition curve is introduced in between horizontal curve and circular curve. Then the ratio between force and weight of vehicle, centrifugal force and weight of vehicle, that one centrifugal factor or centrifugal ratio. The extra widening is the sum of mechanical widening and psychological widening. What is the factor that designs semi-rigid pavement based on? Crack. Crack ऊपर बेस्ड करके सेमी रिजिड पेमेंट को डिजाइन करा हुए. द रेशियो ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट प्रेशर टू टायर प्रेशर इज कॉल्ड रिजिडिटी फैक्टर. जदि 7 ग्रेटर हम ताले कौन हम आउ जदि 7 कम हम ताले कौन हम. Which of the following which of the below is not a factor that frost action depends upon? Vegetation cover. The improper alignment of a road will not result in increase of population. Which of the following classification in surveying based on instrument? Traverse surveying. In which of the following cases compass surveying is recommended? When area is large, undulating and crowded with many details. Then which of the following can done with help of theodolite surveying? Measuring horizontal distances. Which of the following principle of surveying working from whole to part? Which of the following method not a method of labeling? Traverse labeling. Which of the following survey deals with water bodies? Hydrographic surveying. Which of the following is the difference in elevation between 2 points that can be calculated by taking difference between two reading and no correction? That is balancing. The principle of single reversion is involved in which of the following process? Adjustment of level tube. Level tube को adjust कला बेले single गोटे टाइम reverse करी के हमें थ्योरेट सेटअप करते. The reading of staff at a point A and B given by 1.672 and 2.484 and 1.928 and 3.124. तो यार ट्रू कोलिमेशन एरर केमती बाहर ना ट्रू एलिवेशन बाहर आर डिफरेन्स नहीं तार डिवाइड कर बाय 2 तो आंसर अच्छे कहते 0.384. In which of the following transverse method angle are measured by theodolite by direct observation of angles? तो ये क्वेश्चन सर जाइए. थैंक यू.